Use sum function for addition. Click on the cell where you want the sum to appear. This is typically the cell below or next to the numbers you want to add. Type =, sum, round left bracket in the selected cell. This tells Excel that you are entering a formula. Click and drag your cursor to select the range of cells you want to add together. Then hit the Enter key on your keyboard. You can also manually enter the range if it is not contiguous. For example, =, sum, inside rounded brackets, A1, A2, A3. Then hit the Enter key on your keyboard, and Excel will calculate the sum of the selected range and display the result in the cell. Increase or decrease the indent of cell. You can use the Increase Indent and Decrease Indent buttons on the Home tab of the ribbon. These buttons are located in the Alignment group. You can select a single cell or a range of cells. Click the Increase Indent button, right-facing arrow, to increase the indent. Each click will adjust the indent by one level. Now select a range of cells. Or click the Decrease Indent button, left-facing arrow, to decrease the indent. Each click will adjust the indent by one level. Now select a range of cells. Apply vertical text orientation to a cell. Click on the Home tab in the ribbon at the top of the window. In the Alignment group, you will find AB icon. That is called Orientation button. Click on that. Under drop-down, various options available. You can rotate your text counterclockwise, clockwise, up, down, or align text vertically. Select Rotate Text Up option for vertical text orientation of cell. The text in the selected cell will now be oriented vertically. Text wrapping in a cell. Click on the Home tab in the ribbon at the top of the window. In the Alignment group, you will find Wrap Text button. Click to wrap your text. Or you can use keyboard shortcut Alt+H+W. Data in the cell wraps to fit the column width, so if you change the column width, data wrapping adjusts automatically. Delete a worksheet tab. Click on the tab of the worksheet you want to delete. The worksheet tabs are located at the bottom of the Excel window. Right-click on the tab of the selected worksheet. This will open a context menu. In the context menu, select the Delete option. Excel will display a confirmation dialog to confirm the deletion of the worksheet. Click on Delete button. The selected worksheet will be deleted permanently from the workbook. Insert a new worksheet and rename it. At the bottom of the Excel window, you can see +sign icon in circle. That is New Sheet button. Click on it. Now, you have inserted a new worksheet. Or you can use shortcut key Shift+F11 to insert new worksheet. To rename the new worksheet, double-click on the Sheet tab. Alternatively, you can right-click on the Sheet tab and choose Rename. Remove the grid lines from the given worksheet. Click on the Worksheet tab at the bottom of the Excel window to make it the active worksheet. Click on the View tab in the Excel ribbon. In the Show group on the View tab, you will see an option called Grid Lines. Click the Grid Lines checkbox to toggle grid lines on or off. Unchecking the box will remove grid lines from the active worksheet. Change the page orientation to landscape. Click on the Worksheet tab at the bottom of the Excel window to select the specific worksheet for which you want to change the page orientation. Then click on Page Layout View. Click on the Page Layout tab in the Excel ribbon. In the Page Setup group, you will find a button labeled Orientation. Click on the Orientation button to open a drop-down menu with two options, Portrait and Landscape. Select Landscape from the drop-down menu. This will change the page orientation of the selected worksheet from Portrait, vertical, to Landscape, horizontal. Insert a hyperlink to your worksheet. Click on the cell where you want to insert the hyperlink. Go to the Insert tab in the Excel ribbon. In the Links group, you'll find an option called Insert Link. Click on it. Or you can use shortcut Ctrl+K. Insert Hyperlink dialog box appears. By default, Excel will use the text in the selected cell as the display text for the hyperlink. Inside address box, type the text that you want to use to represent the link. Click the OK button to insert the hyperlink. The selected cell will now display as a hyperlink. To test the hyperlink, simply click on the cell with the hyperlink. It will take you to the specified location. Insert Chart, Pie, column. Select the data you want to represent in the pie chart. Go to the Insert tab in the Excel ribbon. In the Charts group, click on the Insert Pie button. In the drop-down menu, you will see various pie chart subtypes. Select the subtype that best fits your data presentation needs. For example, 2D pie, 3D pie, donut pie. Or if you want to represent in the column chart. Then in the Charts group, click on the Insert Column or Bar Chart button. In the drop-down menu, you will see various column and bar chart subtypes. Select the subtype that best fits your data presentation. Insert Chart, Bar, Line. Select the data you want to represent in the bar or line chart. Go to the Insert tab in the Excel ribbon. In the Charts group, click on the Insert Bar Chart button. In the drop-down menu, you will see various bar chart subtypes. Select the subtype that best fits your data presentation needs. For example, 2D bar or 3D bar. Or if you want to represent in the line chart, then in the Charts group, click on the Insert Line button. In the drop-down menu, you will see various line chart subtypes. For example, 2D line or 3D line, or click on More Line Charts button. Select the subtype that best fits your data presentation. Click OK. Excel will insert a chart into your worksheet. Replace the word in your worksheet. Press Ctrl+H shortcut key to open the Find and Replace dialog box. Alternatively, you can go to the Home tab in the Excel ribbon. Go to the Editing group and click on the Find and Select button. Then choose Replace from drop-down. Find and Replace dialog box appears. In the Find What field of the Find and Replace dialog box, type the word you want to find and replace. In the Replace With field, type the word you want to use as the replacement. Click on Find All. Click on Replace All to replace all instances of the word at once. Click OK. Alternatively, you can use Find Next and Replace to replace one instance at a time. Excel will replace all instances of the specified word with the replacement word in the worksheet. When you're done with the find and replace operation, click Close to exit the dialog box. Replicate the same formula to other cells. Enter your formula in the first cell where you want the calculation to be performed. Click on the cell with the formula to select it. Move your cursor to the small square at the bottom right corner of the selected cell. This is called the fill handle. Click and drag the fill handle to the cells where you want to replicate the formula. Release the mouse button to copy the formula to the selected cells. The formula will automatically adjust itself based on the relative cell references in the formula. Or select the cell with formula, use shortcut key Ctrl+C to copy it. Then select the cell where you want to paste that formula, use shortcut key Ctrl+V. Workbook Views, Page Break Preview. Click on the View tab in the Excel ribbon at the top of the screen. In the Workbook Views group, you'll find the Page Break Preview button. Click on it. Your Excel sheet will now switch to Page Break Preview mode. Or, on the status bar, click the Page Break Preview button. You can manually adjust page breaks by dragging the dashed lines to where you want them to be. To remove a manual page break, simply drag it back to its original position. Delete a row from worksheet. Click on the row number which you want to delete. This will highlight the entire row. Once the row is selected, right-click on the selected row number. A context menu will appear. In the context menu, choose Delete. This action will delete the entire selected row. Alternatively, you can do this keyboard shortcuts. Click on the row number. To delete the selected row, press the Ctrl key and the minus key on your keyboard simultaneously. Excel will remove the selected row, shifting the rows below it up to fill the gap created by the deletion. Delete a column from worksheet. Select the entire column that you want to delete. You can do this by clicking on the column letter at the top of the Excel window. This will highlight the entire column. Once the column is selected, right-click on the selected column letter. A context menu will appear. In the context menu, choose Delete. This action will delete the entire selected column. Or, click on the column letter to select a column. To delete the selected column, press the Ctrl key and the minus key on your keyboard simultaneously. Excel will remove the selected column, shifting the columns to the right of it to the left to fill the gap created by the deletion. Zooming in or zooming out your worksheet. Locate the zoom slider in the bottom right corner of the Excel window. It's a slider bar with a minus sign on the left and a plus sign on the right. Click and drag the slider to the right, toward the plus sign, to zoom in and make the content larger. Click and drag the slider to the left, toward the minus sign, to zoom out and make the content smaller. Or use the plus and minus buttons to adjust the zoom level incrementally. Or you can use keyboard shortcut to zoom in and out. To zoom in, press and hold the Ctrl key and scroll up with your mouse wheel. This method allows you to zoom in and out smoothly. Want to make boring table format to an eye-catching table? Let's see how. Select the column or row you want. On Home tab, Format Tables options are there. Here you can see various default cell styles. You can choose style as per your liking. You can change color of specific cell. Just select row or column you want to change color. Pick color you want. This is how you can make boring table format into eye-catching table. And it's done. Let's see you have this rate card and want to check which amount is higher within these. First you can check it by going into AutoSum, which is in Home tab. Then select Max. Press Enter. The higher number will appear. If you change any number, it will catch the higher amount, as formula of maximum is applicable. You can also write formula that is equal to max, open bracket, number from which to which it should find higher amount, close the bracket, hit enter. And it's done. In this rate card and want to check which amount is lower. You can check it by going into AutoSum, which is in Home tab. Then select Min. Hit enter. The lowest number will appear in the cell. If you change any number, it will catch the lower amount, as formula of minimum is applicable. You can also write formula that is equal to min, open bracket, column number from which to which it should find lower amount, close the bracket, hit enter, and it's done. Want to calculate average values? It's simple. Just select the cell you want to get average from. In Home tab, AutoSum, select Average. You will get the average. We know how to calculate average. This time we want average from students those were present in exam. For this we need to calculate average without zero. We'll tell you the reason later. If statement is used when there is condition. Let's check with writing formula of it. Equal to average if open bracket, select the column, comma, double inverted comma. This will work for if condition. We want average without zero. So greater than sign. Why greater than? Because we want to calculate value which is greater than 0. Then type 0, complete condition with double inverted comma, close the bracket and hit enter. You will get correct average of students those were present in exam. Keep in mind, empty cells are not counted, but zero values and texts are. So keep the cell empty where 0 or text is there. Above value is calculated using only average statement. You can check the difference by deleting the zeros in the list. See, amount got matched. Changing width of the column is very easy. In Home tab, go to Format. Select column width. The dialog box will appear of column width. Type the desired amount you want. See, the width of the column has been changed. Changing row height is very easy. In Home tab, go to Format. Select row height. The dialog box will appear of row height. Type the desired amount you want. Click OK. See, the height of the row has been changed. Let's say you have the students' exam results and want to highlight which are below average marks. It's simple, select the cell you want. In Home tab, click on Fill Color option. Select the desired color you want to choose to highlight. You can select multiple cells at a time. Here, whatever you choose color previously, set as default color. You can directly click on Fill Color option icon. You have a list of students and want to sort names alphabetically from A to Z or vice versa. How will you do it? Just select the header of the column you want in order. In the Home tab, click on Sort and Filter. Click on Sort A to Z. All names can be seen in alphabetically arranged. You can find this same option under Data. This option also works the same for the numbers. Let's say you have multiple worksheets. You can't find a worksheet because your Excel workbook contains too many worksheets. But color code can help to find one. To do it, select the worksheet you want to give color. Go to the Home tab. In Format, select Tab Color. You can choose any color as per your liking. Another method is, right-click on the worksheet. Select Tab Color. We'll get the same options as we got in Home tab's Tab Color. You can give color to multiple sheets at a time. Select Worksheets by clicking the Shift tab and choose the color you want. Automatically filling a series of values is very easy. Just type the number you want. If you see here in the corner, if you move the cursor there, it will convert into a plus sign. Hold Ctrl key and drag vertically or horizontally. You can see values are automatically filled. Automatically filling a series of months is very easy. Just type the month's name. If you see here in the corner, the green dot is there. If you move the cursor there, it will convert into a plus sign. Drag vertically or horizontally. You can see next month's names are automatically filled. Automatically filling a series of days is very easy. Just type month, day and year. If you see here in the corner, the green dot is there. If you move the cursor there, it will convert into a plus sign. Drag vertically or horizontally. You can see the whole series of the days are automatically filled. Sometimes we have header text that goes beyond column or cell. Then how to adjust it according to your text? Select the header cell. Go to the Home tab. In Format, click Autofit Column Width. See, the column has been fit as per the text. Another shortest way is, just go between the column partition line and double-click on it. And it's done. Merging the cells is very easy. Select the cells you want to merge. In the Home tab, click on Merge Center. You will get options here for merging. If you click on Merge Center, all cells get merged in the center. If you click on Merge Across, the selected cells get merged horizontally. Want to make boring reports stand out? Try using different fonts and colors. For that, you can select headline text or column row of heading. Then in Home tab, click on down arrow in font section. Here you will get a number of fonts from which you can choose desired font. If you want to change color, here in font color, you will get many color options. Click the color you wish to give. And it's done. To change the font size of the text, Select the text of the cell or you can select the column. In the Home tab, you can increase the font from the numbers given here or you can type the desired font size manually. Another way is clicking on Increase Font Size option or Decrease Font Size option. To make the text bold, click on Bold or the shortcut key is Ctrl+B key. Make sure the text or cell is selected first.